Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action this time. It's time for Mage. Let's hope we get lots of good spells. Well, that's not a spell, but it's a good card. Defender of Argus. Yep, a doodle do. Oh, okay. I was just going to say we're starting off good, and then this pack happened. Boy. Well, Stone's Husk Boar combined with your hero ability, it can be... Okay, we're going to take the Dread Corsair, though that really sucks. Alright, Counterspell's a nifty card. Not exactly the kind of spell I was hoping for, so we'll take a Sunwalker there. Very strong card. Flamestrike versus Junk. Easy pick. Now, here's a tougher pick. Flamestrike versus non-Junk. I'm still going to take the Flamestrike. So many times against a mage, I thought to myself, well, I survived one Flamestrike, but if she has another one, I'm screwed. So, it's good to get two. This is the point I'm trying to get at here. I think it's approximately correct to take every Frostbolt you ever see. This is Junk, so I'll take the Sunwalker. Curve's already a little bit high, but what are you going to do? So I could take another 6-drop. This is getting very scary here with 3 6-drops and 2 7-drops. The Archmage is great, of course. But I'll take the Arcane Missiles here. I do need to make sure I get removal to justify all this high-end stuff that I'm taking. Frost Nova? Not exactly what I want in my life. Still not what I want in my life, Jesus. Alright, I don't want a second Spellbreaker. So it's either Frost Elemental or a Frost Nova. I guess we're taking Frost Nova. Need to keep my curve down a ways. Here we go. Spell damage. Perfect. And I could take more spell damage, but let's grab some taunt. I'm sick of losing games, not having any taunt. This is interesting. So, Auctioneer can be very mediocre, but can be great. I have no card draw at the moment. This can be good. I've been alright with it before, but we'll take the Auctioneer here. Have a card drawer. Oh man, lots of junky 1-drops in this run. Fireball! Yes, please. Tough choice here. I do want the cards, but these are very good creatures as well. The Raging Worgen especially. When a mage drops it onto the field, it pretty much has to be dealt with, or else you have to worry about the mage pinging the Worgen and smashing you for 8 damage in the face. But I do need to get some cards and some earlier drops, so we'll take the Loot Hoarder. That was tough. Oh, jeez. Vaporize. Very questionable. We'll take the Kirin Mage, just a solid 4-3 for 3. I want to keep my curve down, so I'm taking Fairy Dragon over the Fen Creeper after talking about how I want more taunt. Here we've got Pyroblast opportunity. Yeah, we'll do it. The Big Game Hunter certainly is fine, but Pyroblast will kill anything the Big Game Hunter can kill as well. Pretty much. Mostly. And it can also be used to kill the opponent. Dead. Alright, second Polymorph or a Water Elemental? I'll take a Water Elemental. It's such a strong card. Ooh, a Legendary. Unfortunately, it's a junky one. Really don't want to play with Lorewalker Cho as a mage, because major spells are the best. Captain Greenskin's just a 5-4 for 5, so I'm taking Alexstrasza. I passed on some 6-drops pretty aggressively, which enabled me to do that. Take Cone of Cold here. Very good spell. Another Cone of Cold. Oh, gosh. High curve. Don't really want more 5-drops. Take another Cone of Cold. Ice Lance. Jeez. Well, I've got 2 Cones of Cold and a Frostbolt. That's it. Oh, and a Water Elemental. I don't want that stupid spell. We'll take the Ventrico Mercenary. Fireball or Mana Worm. We'll take a Fireball. Oh, man, I have another Polymorph opportunity. Yeah, I'll do it. This is getting a little scary. Wow, 2 Legendaries in this one. Jeez. Junky Legendaries, though. I don't really want to play with either of these guys. Definitely not Millhouse. The King... No, we're going to take the Black Knight and just hope they want to place Taunt at some point. So, what do I think about this deck? Well, I went back in this draft on a claim I made earlier, which is that with Mage you have to be careful about taking too many spells. There have been times in the past where I've aggressively passed on things like Polymorph and Fireball to make sure I had a good curve and lots of creatures. Here I pretty much didn't do that. With one exception, I took a Water Elemental over a second Polymorph, but then I ended up taking 2 Fireballs, 2 Polymorphs, and a whole bunch of other stuff besides. You can see the 4-mana spike. Well, if I can survive to play Alexstrasza and Flamestrikes galore, I could win. However, I could also lose if my opponent is able to kill my big drops and doesn't play the right kind of creatures for me to kill with my spells. Oh, jeez. Well, I do have some 2 and 3 drops, but apparently the gods of luck are not with me today. I sorely regret mulliganing that Water Elemental now. We'll see how this goes. Fairy Dragon. That's a good draw. Good draw. So we're just trying to hang on in there for the early game. Not trying to get ahead or anything. That's almost never going to happen with this deck. If we can stay even, that is a victory. Never did pick up any secrets for this guy, so it's just a 3-4, or sorry, a 4-3 for 3, but that's okay. It's fine by me. It's weak to the opponent playing a 3-2 for 2, but other than that, this thing's great. Okay. So do you play this? Or do you ping the Loot Hoarder? Let's ping the Loot Hoarder. Clear the board. The main fear now is the opponent playing Ascension or a Yeti, but I would Fireball it if that were the case. And otherwise, this should trade with anything he'll play. Alright, is that a Voidwalker? And an Ooze. Ah, the Ooze is annoying, so that will kill my Kirin Mage. Tragically. So I could play a Loot Hoarder. What does that accomplish? Not a whole lot, really. This will just trade with the Ooze. If I play the Loot Hoarder, the Voidwalker can help, so I can ping the Voidwalker. Alright, we'll try this. I mean, I'm sitting on a Flamestrike. So the reason I'm being a little bit fast and loose here is I am sitting on Flamestrike, so if the Warlock keeps on putting out junk, I don't really mind falling a little bit behind, as long as it doesn't play things like Spiteful Smith or Fen Creeper that survive the Flamestrike. So Mortal Coil for the Loot Hoarder is an unfortunate sight. It is a pretty good answer to that Loot Hoarder, for sure. Dark Iron Dwarf's a little bit frustrating as well. Alright, well, do I use my coin here? I think so. Even though it means delaying Flamestrike, this Sunwalker is worth getting out, I think. Now, the big fear here is Siphon Soul, but that is a rare, and you can't play around everything. So that seemed like the least risky way for me to go. The other option, I could have played the Grizzly coin to Kirin Mage, but the Dwarf kills the Grizzly. The Dwarf was a very good drop for him last turn. In conjunction with Mortal Coil, it was quite unfortunate for me. Well, he doesn't have Siphon Soul. He has a Faceless Manipulator, which is actually fine. Because I've got this handy-dandy, mandy-pandy Black Knight. I have this in my constructed deck. I love this card so much, but man, it's amazing. People just don't play that much Taunt, apparently. So I haven't really gotten much use out of him in my constructed deck. But here, though, he kills a Sunwalker. It's pretty much the best thing you can kill with that guy. And sure, I'll pop the Divine Shield to kill a Taunter with Taunting 1-2. Now he can throw a couple more creatures at it if he wants to, but whatever. He could have done that on his turn anyway. So, might as well do it for him. Defender of Argus, unfortunately, is a problem, because that means this Dark Iron Dwarf survives Flamestrike now. Okay, never mind, it doesn't survive Flamestrike anymore. Let's see if he's going to 2-for-1 into the Black Knight. He really should. A Mage with 7, soon to be 8 cards, you've got to figure, has a pretty decent chance of having a Flamestrike. And indeed, my opponent plays it smart and plays around the Flamestrike. Alright, well, what I'm going to do here is save my Flamestrike for now. Am I going to save it? Why don't I just play it? Why wouldn't I just play Flamestrike here? If I ping this, I'm going to take 6 extra damage. But then I can also play Water Elemental. If he has another Dwarf, the Panther could trade with the Elemental. I mean, the real question is, do you Flamestrike? Yeah, I'm just going to Flamestrike. There's another Flamestrike in the deck. I have 7 cards to his 3. We're just going to gamble that that's going to do it. I'm going to deal 15 damage to him with Alexstrasza. So it's a little bit unfair, admittedly, that, I mean, I just have these legendaries, both of which have been quite strong. And he stretches out some more against Flamestrike, so he figures, hey, she's played 1, probably doesn't have another one, huh? But I do have another one, it's just not in my hand at the moment. We'll play the Elemental. Let's give this thing Taunt. So I've got a 4/7 Taunter here that'll mean he'll have to throw almost everything he's got at it. Unless he has a Siphon Soul or a Silence. He's fishing for that Siphon Soul. I say that as though I know he has it. I don't actually know that he has it. And he has another Dark Iron Dwarf. So indeed, he did have the second Dark Iron Dwarf. So whether I played against Flamestrike or not, I would have been in rough shape. I do have one more Flamestrike in here, but of course there's no guarantee I will find it. And is he gonna throw the Drake away? Or Shadow Bolt or Soulfire, perhaps? He will throw away the Drake. All right. He's even going to damage and kill my Defender of Argus. That, I think, might be a mistake. I think he should have gone for my face. With him being as far down cards as he is, he should probably go for it more. All right, we got a Wind Fury. Do I got Fireball? What I really want is Flame Strike. So what we'll do here is the following. I'm going to Spell Break. Actually, let me think about how the best way to do this is. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. We're going to go ahead and Spell Break this. Run here and ping that to death. And play a Grizzly for Shizzly. So the Dwarf can kill the Grizzly, but then I can ping the Dwarf to death. And the Spellbreaker can actually take out this 2-1. Well, actually, it should take out the 1-1 and I can ping the 2-1. So life tapping some more. The more he life taps, the less of an impact Alexstrasza has, unfortunately. Man, this guy has pretty serious aggro decks. It's going to be difficult for me to survive. But if I can find a spare moment to drop Alexstrasza down, I should be pretty good. Actually, you know, I probably should have just played Alexstrasza last turn, now that I think about it. He's going to be at 15 health. This is 12 damage between these fireballs. So, I don't know. Probably should have just gone for it. In fact, I'm going to go for it now.
I can taste the mana.
Yeah, we're going to go for it right now. He's not going to kill me. 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm not going to die. I could Flame Strike everything. No, we're just going to go for it. This is pretty safe. So let's see. He's got 4, 6, 7. I'm at 9 health. If he plays a spell, I'd be at 7. Power Overwhelming with 3. I could actually die. So, okay. We'll take out the Mana Addict. So now he's got 4, 6. I'm at 10 health with 2 cards. He's not going to be able to deal 10 damage very easily unless he plays Leroy into Power Overwhelming or something crazy like that. But odds are small. So if he doesn't kill me now, I've got the 2 fireballs for the kill next turn. Because of the life tap. He is going for the face, but I have a number of answers here. I mean, I could Flame Strike, ping this. Yeah, there's just a bunch of ways I can win. We'll just keep it simple, keep it safe. Fireball. Fireball. My last arena ended with me getting double fireballed. I lost to... Well, sorry for the spoiler. Apologies for the spoiler. It wasn't a good run anyway, so you don't need to watch it. I was playing Reynad, actually. And actually, after I finished playing Reynad, I went to his stream and he was offline. So it seems that he was playing in his, like, spare time. And he beat me. I think I played correctly, but he had 2 fireballs and killed me. Right before I was going to kill him. He was playing as a mage, and I was playing as a rogue. He miraculously did not have Blizzard or Flame Strike, either because he got unlucky and didn't draw them, or because he got unlucky and didn't see them in the draft. So I had a bunch of creatures on the board. A Flame Strike would have killed me easily, but he had 2 fireballs instead. Either way, I was in tough shape. Here we are up against a Shaman Amalgamator. Ooh, nice name. There needs to be a nice name emote.
You asked for it.
There also needs to be a My Hand is Garbage emote. Well, this is garbage. So away it goes. And we've got... Well, we got a 3-drop. So again, if I can survive until turn 6 or so, I should be in pretty good shape. But if my opponent overruns me, I'm going to be in trouble. Now, that Warlock did have a very aggressive deck. However, I got lucky and I top decked, you know, a 2-drop and like some removal and stuff. Also, it helps that I had Flame Strike. So I was able to keep my life total high enough to avoid anything too bad. Frostbolt is nice to see here. That'll help me slow the fort. It basically counts as a 2-drop, basically, because it just contingent on the opponent playing something, but it's good enough. Leper Gnome. So my opponent plays the way I'd play, honestly, against a mage, is thinking, well, you know, sure, the mage spends the second turn killing Leper Gnome. That's worth a card, because it's better than the mage playing other stuff. Little does my opponent know, of course, that I have nothing better to do than kill a Leper Gnome. Sure, the Argent Squire, I could have played that, but going up a card here and stopping the Leper Gnome from hitting me, I think, is worth it. Panther's a nice drop for me as well. That'll trade with most things. It won't trade with Harvest Golem without the ping's help, but it will trade with most things. Alright, I can kill this if I wish to. Do I wish to? I do. So I'll take this opportunity to drop Argent Squire, kill a totem. Now, if it had been one of the other 3 totems, I would have just played the Panther. But I don't really want to hit that thing with the Panther, so I figured it was better to get the Squire down. So, I think mission achieved. Mission accomplished. I was able to not die, basically. It's a victory. So I can Frostbolt and ping this monkey, or I can play the Panther. Let the monkey take off the Divine Shield. I think that's worth it. It's worth it to get a creature down on the ground. Now he wants Forked Lightning to ping off the Divine Shield, kill my Panther, and then the monkey can kill that. However, then he can only make a 3-mana play next turn. So that should be good. And if he plays Ascension or a Yeti, I'm actually down with that. Turn 5 is awkward because I don't have either of these playable. I'd have to Fireball it, which I'm okay with. So I'd rather see that than a Forked Lightning. Well, it looks like he's not playing Forked Lightning. I was actually thinking, is he going to play an Earth Elemental? And he did. Crazy town. So what we're going to do here is keep the Panther hidden. I'm going to Frostbolt the monkey. Ping his face. Pass the turn. So now you can hit me for 7, but I'm at 21, which is still a pretty healthy total. He can't do anything this turn except make a totem. And then we go Black Knight and kill the Earth Elemental, which must be very maddening. So, man, Black Knight, maybe he's just better in the arena than he is in Constructed. I was actually watching a Spotlight video by Force recently. If you haven't checked out Force's channel, do please. It's got some great content besides just Hearthstone. He actually was playing like a warrior control deck that didn't have any taunt in it at all. Like, not even a Defender of Argus. It's wild. So, I should probably stop playing with this guy in my constructed decks unless I do like a druid combo where I put like Mark of the Wild on things. Or if I play a shaman, I could put Ancestral Healing on things, although Ancestral Healing is a worse card than Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Wild you can use on your own stuff. Ancestral Healing is just, total trash. But anyway, unless I play with some kind of combo of giving the opponent minions taunt, this is pretty bad. Okay, well, I'm not winning yet or anything. That was, because I did go up a card by that, but he traded my Argent Squire for the Loot Hoarder, and the Loot Hoarder drew a card, so he's got, you can see 7 cards to my 7. Now I'm going to have 8 soon, and I can play Vengeful Mercenary as well. So I've got pretty good outs against most things he could play, but it's by no means a one-done deal. Just yet. This is, by the way, is 8 damage, so if he continues not to Lightning Bolt or Rock Biter or Forked Lightning this Panther, it's gonna add up pretty fast. Alright, he's gonna Fire Elemental to kill my Panther with. So I could kill this with my Black Knight and ping, but I think I'd rather just Fireball. Especially because I got this 3-drop. Now, if I hadn't gotten this Kirin Tor Mage, maybe I wouldn't have done that. Maybe I would have just run in, pinged, and played the Vengeful Mercenary. A second Fire Elemental would be very good for him here, but he doesn't have one. He just has Sunwalker, Texas Ranger. And a Lightning Bolt! Ah, oh, that's annoying. So good, the Shaman removal. Okay, what do we do here? Well, we have a couple of options. We could play a Sunwalker, ping off the Divine Shield. That's one option. We could Spell Break it and swing past it. I could also Spell Break, attack it, ping. This guy will actually live. That's a very tempting option. I could ping Fireball, hit him in the face. Let's Spell Break it. And kill it. Let's see what my opponent can do here. I went up a card by doing that, so he's got, you can see 6 to my 6. I'm about to have 7, so basically I made up for the Fire Elemental disadvantage. And I'm threatening 8 damage here, which again is pretty serious. Against a Mage, too. Well, he keeps on having the removal that he needs to survive. Does he have another Lightning Bolt? Stormsuck Commando bringing home the bacon here. By the way, I call Stormpike Commando that affectionately now. It's actually, I think, a perfectly playable card. I have to confess. Alright, Arcane Missiles is interesting. Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's almost an assured kill. There's a 7 1/8 chance I'm gonna kill that Stormpike Commando. Unless that happens, are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! Oh my god. That's like the 3rd time in like 5 tries that that's happened to me. Well, so now we fell a little bit behind because I did 3 damage to his face, which I guess is kind of good. He can be at 11 health, 10, but man, this is bullshit. This bullshit is what this is. Let's see what he wants to do now. He's got 5 cards here, lots of good things he could play. Lava Burst is one of them. Is he going to kill my Spellbreaker? That creature should not exist on the table. And a Mana Tide. Oh, the Mana Tide, that's annoying. So I need to... Well, I need to make a very important choice. Either I think I can burn him out before this Mana Tide wins him the game, or I don't.
Truth is my shield.
I'll take a little risk here. So this is going to be good for at least 2 cards, maybe more. If my Sunwalker's alive, I'll probably attack the Mana Tide. I'm not going to go so crazy that I'm going to, like, you know, hit him in the face with the Sunwalker when a Mana Tide's in play.
Is my shield.
Okay, this is starting to get very ugly. Very ugly indeedums. So this was an Arcane Intellect that also saves him 4 health. Ah, fuck. Alright, we're going to Fireball. I think it would be very foolish to do otherwise. And I'll play Geomancer and bemoan the fact that he got the 1/1 totem, which was good this time because it lets him ping off the Divine Shield for free. Man, I cannot believe he's just been able to hang in there. Ah, but it was because of the Arcane Missiles. With all of his stuff that he played, if the Arcane Missiles had just landed once on the Stormpike Commando, I would have killed it. I still have a Spellbreaker here, popping him for 4 damage a turn. I'd win the game easily. Freaking Arcane Missiles. Are you goddamn kidding me, Jesus? He top decks a Hex. Top decks a Hex! Oh my god. I think I'm going to lose this game. He's now significantly ahead card-wise, 5-3.
You love my new
He gets a free kill on the Frog. Give that a well played.
Well played.
I've used both Fireballs on Junk. Well, I got one more out, and that's Flame Strike. Thankfully, there's 2 of them that if I get a Flame Strike, that pretty much evens the playing field. And then I can maybe win. But I have to first draw one of the 2 before I can win. And I don't, obviously. Frickin' obviously. Alright. So I can play this, but then I cannot play this. Or I could do this and give him... Yeah, I'm just going to use this as a 4/4 for 5 mana. I really think that's about as good as I can hope for here. So do we kill stuff? Nope. We're just going to hit him in the face. My main out right now is getting 4 more damage through by some fashion and top decking Pyroblast. Or... what's his face? Getting a Flame Strike. So, as long as I can delay the game long enough for that eventuality to pass, I'm content. So does he have a way to kill this besides running in 3 of his creatures into it? That is what we're about to find out. Alexstrasza would be a bad draw here because he's already below 15 health.
love my new recipe.
This guy's playing with 2 Crazed Alchemists, and they were both found a use. I think this defender might survive unless he Lightning Bolts or Rock Biters it. Nope, he's hitting me in the face. Alright, well, we gotta play to our outs. Finding a Flame Strike, finding a Pyroblast. Polymorph. Ugh. Well, it'll have to do. So, I'm hitting him in the face because my main out is burning him out. He now either needs to play Bloodlust and win the game. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 15 is 20 up, so Bloodlust wins the game. Or he needs to kill this Ventricle Mercenary. And why am I exposing myself to Bloodlust? Well, because when bad luck strikes and, you know, horrible things happen, you have to play to your outs. Always gotta play to your outs. So I missed the 1 in, what's his face, 8 odds of the Arcane Missiles, and then he had 2 Fire Elementals and a Hex that he top decked, and then I didn't get Flame Strike or Pyroblast. Now I'm in a lot of trouble because I have to spend at least 1 attack on the Sunwalker, unless I draw my other Polymorphs. So there's a lot of good cards I can draw here. Flame Strike's good, Polymorph's good, Pyroblast is good, there's 2 Flame Strikes. Lots of good things. Even a Black Knight would be great. Oh, no, I've already used Black Knight. Black Knight killed the Earth Elemental. Right. Yes, of course. So at least he doesn't have a Bloodlust, we know that much. We get a Flame Strike. Alright, well, it's one of the things I needed, so we're going to ping this. Actually, do I even need a Flame Strike right now? I don't think I do. Let's do this and think for a moment. If I Flame Strike, it'll be harder for him to kill the Ventricle Mercenary, but then I could just let him kill the Ventricle Mercenary and play more stuff and kill it all to... No, let's Flame Strike. Flame Strike it is. So he needs an answer to this, which granted at 2 health is pretty fragile, but hey, he's got to have something. If these are just neutral vanilla creatures, then this will hit him for 7 damage. He gives me a well played. I don't know what that means until I see what his turn is. Please don't be a taunt totem. It's a goddamn taunt totem! Are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! Oh my god. So now he's gonna get me down really low with this Reckless Rocketeer, because this taunt totem's stopping me from attacking. Oh my god. The bad beats in this run are criminal. Well, I could ping my own Loot Hoarder to draw a card, but that's a little bit silly. We're gonna kill that. We're going to... Oh, jeez, I don't even know what's correct here. I'm gonna ping his face. If he can deal 6 damage to me now, he'll win. Pretty easy for Shaman to deal 6 damage. 2 cards would do it. 2 Lightning Bolts, 2 Rock Riders, a buff, and a Lava Burst, whatever. My main hope is that he's already used a lot of removal here, so he maybe doesn't have 6 more damage. Wind Fury would actually, plus something else would come pretty close. Alright, there's 4 damage. He just needs 2 more damage, and the game is over. He does not, however, have it. If he had it, he would have killed me. But he didn't have it. So if I had pinged this Rocketeer last turn, I could kill it now, and then also kill that and draw a card. So I probably messed up by not pinging this. However, if I top deck... Oh my god. What is this? Well, if I'd pinged it, it would have been restored to full health anyway. Alexstrasza is actually not the worst top deck here. We'll do that and draw a card. If it had been a Flamestrike, I would have played it. Here we'll play Alexstrasza. Restore my health to 15. Man, I have to say, I'm relying pretty heavily on these legendaries. Black Knight to kill his Earth Elemental, Alexstrasza to heal myself. Alright, so we've got down to 10 cards. There's one more Flamestrike in there. There's a Pyroblast in there that I'd like to see. Of course, he had to flip a god dizzle damned taunt totem. It's got 6-7 damage, so I'm at 8 health. I can kill this boar, I can kill this guy. If I get... I've already used Fireball. If I get a Frostbolt, though, I can kill him. 8 plus 3 is... Whew, please don't be a taunt totem. This is a taunt totem, so help me God. Are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! 1 in 16 odds. 1 in 16 odds. Man, okay, so the 1 in 8 times 1 in 4, that's 1 in 32. And then 1 in 32 times 4, that's 128. So 1 in 128 odds this game. And of course he top decks a Fireball, or Fire Elemental for good goddamn measure. Oh my god. I don't fucking believe it. I don't fucking believe it. So now he's got 8 damage here. I'm going to be at 5 health. Water Elemental, okay. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to ping his face. Now you might say, Boris, why are you pinging his face? Why not ping the Taunt Totem so you can get past it? Well, you got to play to your outs. My main out now is Pyroblast. If I get a Flamestrike, I can kill all of his stuff anyway. The ping doesn't matter. If I get Pyroblast, I need to be able to kill him with it. Otherwise, if he kills this Elemental and has a Taunt Totem sitting in the way of the Panther and he's at 11 health, if I pinged off the Totem, then I wouldn't be able to play Pyroblast because Pyroblast is all 10 of my mana. So I need to make it so that if I top deck Pyroblast, I Stone Cold win. Alright. Let's see what we got. He needs 5 more damage to kill me. Taunt or removal are also very good for him here. Are you goddamned kidding me? Jesus. I mean, if I were him, I would just go for the burnout, and that is what he does. Or he's killing me, I'm not sure. But that seems like the best move. Put me down to 5 health. And come very close to killing me. Okay, so he passes with a card in his hand. Somewhat likely that card is some kind of a spell of some sort. The bear's a good draw here. We're gonna kill that. And now the question is, do you kill the Fire Elemental, or do you freeze the Fire Elemental, or do you kill that thing? I think I'm gonna freeze the Fire Elemental. I think I am more likely to win by stopping that from attacking than I am by killing this, because note, if he then had any removal or silence for the bear, the Fire Elemental would just be lethal damage. So I've got, yeah, I'm just hoping for, well, either a Flamestrike to clear the board or a Pyroblast to win, and of course I'm also hoping he can't kill me. He's got the silence for the bear, so if I'd left this unfrozen, I would have lost, but he also had the Lightning Bolt, so are you goddamn kidding me, Jesus? Yeah, Lightning Bolt, and he top decked silence for the bear. That was the most obnoxious bullshit ever. Or at least in a long time. Thanks for watching. Please like it or subscribe. Have opinion an old man. That was a load of retarded bullshit. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back with the rest of the game. See you soon.